idea was this?
Hey everyone, ready for an unpopular opinion? Great, let's go!
Still not listening.
Costco shoppers are overly obsessed with Costco and thinking it's the end-all be-all place to shop. Now before y'all lose your minds, let me explain. Costco is a fine place to shop and pick things up in bulk. If you've got a big family or business, it's great. They do have good and oftentimes better prices than you can find anywhere else. However, just because they have good prices doesn't mean that they're the only place that has good prices. That's the biggest problem I have with Costco shoppers. Years ago, there was a news segment, I believe John Stossel ran about shopping outlets and if they actually have the best prices. I had trouble finding it because he ran it before he became independent while he was working at CBS. If someone could find that and put it down in the comments below, I'd really appreciate that so I could share it with everyone. However, the point he made was the original MSRP and the sales price shown weren't close or realistic to what they actually were. They may have been that high at one point, but they were lowered since people generally agreed it was too much. But that's normally how pricing works. There was a report on this about 9 years ago regarding Michael Kors. They used a purse as an example, saying it was originally $120, knocked it down to $99.99, and then a little bit further to $79.99. And then all people would focus on was that, hey, I'm saving it $40 on this thing, so it's got to be a good deal, right? But in reality, it was never really as high as they said. So, price manipulation a little bit, just playing with people's minds.
All right. My man Cornflake got the spirit. He a little confused, but he got the spirit.
Similarly, people conflate this idea of bulk with best or better prices. Now, don't get me wrong, $5 rotisserie chickens and $1.50 for a hot dog and a soda combo? You can't beat that. Hearing some of the stories about the CEO or the owner being a bit aggressive about those prices, staying where they're at, takes some commitment and is incredibly admirable. Full stop. With 137 million members and over half of them being executive level, so from a rough estimate factoring in the price increase happening soon, $13.8 billion, or 9.8 from execs and 4 from Gold Star. Yeah, for those that didn't know, they've raised their prices to 65 and 130 respectively.
Unacceptable!
While Costco isn't pulling anything shady like some other outlet stores may or may not have been guilty of, it uses that idea of bulk prices being better and it works. Now, Costco does have a lot of good things on sale in their inventory, but just because it's on sale doesn't mean it's on sale in the discounted sense. In the video that I mentioned earlier, there is a price tracker app that you can use. It's called Red Laser, which is available on iPhone, just not on Android from what I could find. However, there's plenty of other price checker apps out there, so if you want to look for one, you find one that's good for you, use it. You can keep track of those bigger ticket items. You can save a little bit more money on those when they hit sales, for real. There are also browser plugins you can use that function similarly. Shop around online if you're concerned about wasting gas money before driving somewhere, and then plan it out. Don't just fall for that first leader item or end cap special you see, falling for those impulse buys. Sometimes it could be fun to try something new, but I digress.
So he's an idiot.
Yeah.
My next problem with Costco? Parking situation. Now, I know that it's not an exclusive problem to Costco, but people just seem a lot more aggressive in the parking lot at Costco. I mean, I feel like I've had more near misses in Costco parking lots than I've had on the freeway. It really feels like there's a sense of panic there, and if Gertrude doesn't get that spot before I do, she's going to have a conniption. I know not everyone out there is named Gertrude, but it was worth it to mess with at least one of those people named Gertrude watching. It'd be really nice if everyone could take a deep breath and calm down before getting there. Your lack of planning and sense of emergency doesn't constitute an emergency on my part, alright? Then again, parking near the back, since I'm a bit younger, doesn't bother me too much. Keeps away from all those people who don't know how to park. Lastly, shopping carts. Now, I know I already did a rant on this, so you can go watch that if you feel so inclined. My problem isn't necessarily with putting them away, even though you should seriously still do that. My problem with shopping carts at Costco is that people behave like the mayor in the Cat in the Hat movie when it comes to them. It's like they think the previous user purposely infected it, and they won't touch it unless the cart collector brought it back. I've tried handing them off to people as I leave the store, and 9 times out of 10, they refuse it like it's got the plague on it. I mean, if you're that concerned about germs and stuff on your cart, why don't you carry a pocket sanitizer in a holster or something? Oh, that's right. They do exist.
They're real and they're spectacular.
I mean, maybe it's just where I live, so comment below if you've seen something similar or if you just think I'm a weirdo.
You're a loony.
What it all comes down to is take a deep breath, plan a little bit, and relax.
Don't tell me what to do.
Not everyone's going to try to snipe that double bag of bagels or muffins before you get to it, and you probably really don't need that 100-inch TV as bad as you think you do.